These damn beers ain't free, son. Support the channel through the Amazon link in the description before I snap your neck like a stack of dimes.
Celebrity voice impersonator.
Party people in the place to be, what's going on? It's me. I tell you, this is my third take trying to start this thing up because every single time I try to do Making a Murderer Monday for you, the party people, something fucks it up. It always skips. It always lags at some point. And I swear to God, I don't know why. And it's only Making a Murderer Monday that does it. Nothing else on Netflix ever does that when I'm trying to do this from my laptop. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's Manitowoc County fucking with me or what. But something's happening. So we're going to try this one more again. Making a Murderer Monday, Season 1, Episode 3. Plight of the Accused. Take, what is this, 4 now? Starts right now. Go. Impossible or improbable? Now, part of people, I want you to remember this is a drinking game. After all, there be rules to it. You take one sip every time you hear the word Manitowoc, as in Manitowoc County. I'm adding that we take a sip every time we hear the other county that's coming in to help. And we take a sip every time we see Papa Avery. And we take a sip for every bit of product placement, aka you see a label or something. Like a human being, because he's not. Manitowoc. Product placement. Again, I feel like that's a cop thing. That's a cop thing. Cops love to accuse fuckers of doing shit because they just want the bust. Like I feel like that's just the nature of their game that they're in. Like they just want the bust. They want the arrest. They want the conviction too on the back end, but they want the bust. They want that arrest. So hell yeah, they're going to demonize somebody. Like that's all they see is bad guy all around them. And I feel like, again, I've mentioned this before, that's part of the problem with the Stephen Avery thing, as we're going to see as episodes unfold, and the whole issue with cops shooting people in the street, black, white, Mexican, whatever color they are, they get shot by cops. In the street is that they just see enemies. They see combatants. They don't see members of their community that they work with, live with, shop next to every day. They see other. they see other. There's Papa Avery. It's Christmas time. What is this, a Shane Black movie? Of course he will. Papa Avery. Why were there branches and stuff around it? That doesn't make any sense how the key would just be in his house like that, like in the room. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why wouldn't he dispose of the key? Why wouldn't he get rid of the car? Why wouldn't he toss the car? Why wouldn't the keys be in the car? Or wherever they keep the keys for every other car that's on the lot? That is some hair. Woo! That is a mane. That is a mane. Papa Avery. I mean, evidence, yeah, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't know why. Manitowoc. Why would he keep it in his salvage yard for any period of time? And why would the key just be in his room like that? I think they said Mendenhall. I'm reserving judgment. You know, we got to see more stuff that's coming out. And obviously the documentary is going to make him, Stephen Avery, out to be innocent. But it doesn't, again, I'm still conflicted on the car and the key gimmick at this point. It's Papa Avery. That's true. That's fucking true. Jesus. Nancy Grace is in on the case. You have to understand. How long have they had that couch? How old is that? That shit, that looks like it's from the 70s. That looks like it is from the 70s. I'm going to say 72. I'm going to say 72. Bud, product placement. Papa Avery. By the way, that happens all the time, though. Recidivism. I love Papa Avery. I love Papa Avery so much. Plain talk, boy. Plain talk. I love Papa Avery. Product placement. Manitowoc. Manitowoc. Dodge. Manitowoc. 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 Of course. Of course not. Manitowoc. 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 Now I wonder why they settled when they settled. Was it because he was in jail and needed the money for bail? I know. Poet didn't know it. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, he had to do it. Yeah. Yeah. And at that point, he's thinking, it's hard to think long term, and it's hard to act long term when you're in a situation like that. At that point, you really, like, the short term becomes the ultimate. Short term becomes paramount. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Manitowoc. That's what. That's what. He's got stains on his shirt. Get him a blazer! Jesus Christ! I left that Wisconsin joke alone. Just gonna leave it alone. Sony. Okay. What? Canon. Sweaty 43-year-old uncle. Painting a narrative. Why did... Why would Stephen Avery open the door like that? He didn't know who the hell it was at the time, especially with screams coming from his bedroom. Why would Brendan come forth with this kind of story if it wasn't real, I guess, on the other hand? But it doesn't really make any sense. And if he slit her throat, there would be more blood than just the blood on the dashboard, right? There would be tons of blood in the house from a jugular and on the mattress from a fucking cutting of the throat. Are you shitting me? There would be blood everywhere. And if not, the only way there wouldn't be blood everywhere is if Stephen Avery dextered the room up with plastic and shit. But if he wasn't smart enough or cognizant enough or had so much hubris that he opened the door half fucking naked and sweating in the middle of the process, there's no way in fuck he would dexter the room up. I don't understand. There's something missing between point A and point B. There's something missing. If the story is true, there's something missing. And at this point, I can't outright dismiss the story, because why the fuck would this 16-year-old kid even come up with it? Why would he bring it to authorities? Why would he say it? Did he agree to it? Was it one of those things where they put him in an interrogation room and they bullied him into saying it? I don't understand it. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. Something's missing. Something's missing. Something's missing. Something's missing. Something's missing. Something's missing. Something is missing. What? Something's missing. Something's missing. Something's missing. Something's missing. I don't know. That's a good question. That's the $1 million question. That is the $1 million question. That is the $1 million question. Why did this story come out? Why did he make this story up? Why did he tell this story if he wasn't involved with it? But at the same time, if that's the story, there are so many fucking holes. That's the $1 million question. Alright. 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 Boy again, huh? That's what I was thinking. That was one of the things I thought might have happened. Well, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but yeah. That's right. Everybody's got racer jackets. Alright, Ski-Doo. Jeez. You can't? Mosquito. How about because it's good legal strategy not to talk to the fucking press? Particularly about shit that you may or may not know anything about, seeing as how she's been in jail for 7 months. Legal tip from Surreal 469. Papa Aaron. That's fucked up. How? Fine increasing it if you're going to add the charges, but not able to put up the property? That's fucked up. Like, look. Then revoke bail. Then fucking revoke bail. No, there isn't. And he stayed in Manitowoc last time. Oh, that's Steven's ex. Papa Avery. Skidoo. Manitowoc. And it wasn't even that fucking sophisticated. Yeah, the money would cheer me up. No! Get a lawyer! Why doesn't the Avery family as a whole have a lawyer? At that point. everything. At that point, if you think that Manitowoc County's after your asses and after your whole family, everything you do involving the cops needs to involve a lawyer. I don't give a fuck if it's a jaywalking ticket or if you spit on the fucking sidewalk. You need a lawyer before you talk to anybody. Give a fuck what they tell you. That looks odd. That looks odd. Yeah. Yeah, that's a significant part. Mm. this is there should definitely be a lawyer present for this shit. Now he remembers shooting her in the head? What? We're gonna arrest you now. We're gonna throw you in jail. Right. Right. Aiding and abetting in a fucking murder. This looks incredibly fucked up. This looks incredibly fucked up. What? What did I say? Come on. Come on. Come on, defense lawyer. Come on. Where's the blood? Where's the blood? Manitowoc. That's nuts. That's nuts. That's nuts. That's fucking insane. If convicted. And they've got the conviction in hand because he just confessed to it. But at the end of the tape, he says they got to his head. Oh, sweet evil Jesus. Sweet evil Jesus. Where were the attorneys? Where is the evidence to corroborate this confession? How often do police get people in that confess to shit and there's no evidence of them committing said crimes? It happens. It's not unheard of. It fucking happens. Where was the blood? Why was the key just laying in the fucking thing? Why was the car just laying in the fucking salvage yard? Why wasn't it at least stripped apart or taken apart? And the blood was the only blood that they had was on the fucking dashboard and the steering column. Why was it not on the mattress and in the floor and everything? He cut her throat. Blood everywhere. The walls, the ceiling, everywhere, unless he dextered the room. And I know damn well he didn't dexter that room. Where's any of the evidence? There really isn't at this point. There really isn't. At this point in the story, there really isn't. Boy, this Brendan kid looks like he got railroaded too. Stephen Avery brought the lawsuit. They made him... They put him in a position where he had to halt the lawsuit. But the key question is, at this point, who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Who killed Teresa? If not Stephen Avery. That's a key element here is if not Stephen Avery, then who? And why was her car found on the lot or anything? And why was it found on the lot? And why wasn't it found disassembled or anything like that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. There are holes. There are holes. This whole case is Swiss fucking cheese. It feels to me like there are more holes and probably bigger holes at this point in the series on the prosecution side than there is on the defensive side. Like, the biggest hole I had was, why did Brendan even come up with the story in the first place? And that got solved because he really didn't. He was fed the story, and he just said yes along with it after a long period of time, after kind of guessing to get the approval. Oh, man. I don't know. The way Making a Murder makes it out to be, it looks great for Stephen Avery. It makes him look like what the fuck? Where did they get any of the shit that they have against Stephen Avery? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. If that's the story that they're going with, they're going with the story that he killed her, okay. But then they're going with Brendan's story that her throat was cut and she got shot in the head. There would be much more blood all over the place, from the house to where they found her body. There would be much more blood, much more DNA than they found, which at this point seems to be that much. What happened? What happened? Pardon me, I don't know the answer to that. Do you know the answer to that? You should, because this has been out for a while. I'm just now getting to it just because of where we are, but boy, oh boy, at this point, I would be leaning towards Camp Avery, but we're only 3 episodes in. Don't take my word for gospel here. We're only 3 episodes in. Pardon me. Well, I want to know about your thoughts on the matter. Which camp are you in? Which camp are you leaning towards at this particular point in the series? You may have already gotten through it. You may have already gotten through this first season. That's fine. That's great. You can open it up to where you were when we got to the 3rd episode, where your thought processes were. Have they changed since then? Let me know down there in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. Hit those links in the description. Amazon, Groupon, and what's the other one? eBay? Yeah, eBay. You help keep the lights on at the party. You can also help keep the lights on at the party by grabbing some swag on your way out. 2drinkminimum.org. We got a cafe purse. We got a spreadshirt. Do that, right? Help keep the lights on at the party, and that ain't bad. Boom. Boom.
City,